Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing some Blade Strangers analysis. So for those that don't know, this game is like kind of like a footsies, zoning, like basically like fundamentals fighting game. Although of course there are definitely rushdown characters as well. For example, Lina is one of the better ones. She has like insane set play. She can get it started. Solange's mix-ups are pretty good too. Like, she has really good basic pressure, but she's like a, I guess like a kind of like a counter pick, not a counter pick, a counter poke kind of character. That's what I see her as. But then if she gets the knockdown, she does have a 50-50. Yeah, that's one thing about this matchup you're gonna have to really consider is that the, let's see, I'll just go back real quick. One thing you're going to have to consider about the matchup is she actually has these far-ranging pokes, but she can't really get anything off of them. And then that's a really good pressure option there to use the 5SE because it has like 2 hits instead of the 1 if you just do the normal one. Good safe jump. And I do believe that's safe on block, so that's not safe on block though, to space it out correctly. That's a theme in this game, is if you're spacing your stuff out correctly, then it's safe. Good block on that overhead. And also back confirm. That happens sometimes though when you get crossed up with the option, or not the when you get crossed up with the offensive skill. Alrighty. Game 1 over. Oh, apparently this is an online tournament. I didn't know. Either way. I really like Lina in this game. I just don't know how to play her that well. She has an air dash in a game that's about fundamentals, so I kind of like it. Although, you don't really have... It's not as good of an air dash as you would want in like a Marvel game or an anime game. Because you don't have a... Like you have to... Oh, good mix-up, but they also blocked it very well. Good combo. And that's also a good setup, actually. I think that's a timing setup. Ooh, good confirm. I went for the max damage up offensive skill, which I'm not sure if that works on every character, but it definitely worked there. If you go up instead of forward, then you can get a jump in addition. So it's just a little bit extra damage. You can actually control that cursor reticle. It's not super practical, but you can do it. Why are you not anti-airing? You have to anti-air in this game. I guess if you're far away like that, then it doesn't really matter if you use the reticle. Lina does have some weird zoning, but I don't really see her as being that long term. I mean, her 50-50s are pretty good. You can, you can stay on the ground though, which is probably what's going to happen here. Nope. Ups to actually get up and deal with the mix-up. Which is good, because if you look at what happened here. Well, they didn't do it. Okay. But one thing you can do here, instead of going for a mix-up, you can actually do the 3E, which is the chase attack, and it'll punish them for doing delayed wake-up. They actually just went up. They went for the mix-up. Solange players respecting them. You gotta be careful doing that, man. Whiffing in this game is deadly. Ooh. Yeah, you can't drop your combos. Solange is really good in this game. I feel like she's top tier. Just because she has really good pokes and really good counter pokes. Good anti-air. She has really good basic pressure. Then again, everyone's basic pressure is kind of the same. Unless they have like a plus frame jab like Kawase does, for example. Yeah, at least do something like that. But everyone's anti-air in this game is really good. You just can't combo off of it, usually, unless it's counter hit. But if they jump at you and you anti-air them during an attack, then that will count as a counter hit. Ooh, good pickup. Couldn't actually get anything off of it, but it does get set up. Not that it's gonna matter. This Solange player is putting in the work. I mean, the Solange player really just is kind of like, and not even having to play the neutral game, really just like getting all the pressure when she gets in. Her overhead is kind of hard to react to. I think everyone's overhead is about 20 frames. 20 to 22 frames. It's hard to react to because also it's silent on startup. More neutral. Ooh, excellent pickup. That was a really good confirm. Or conversion. I think you can get a little bit more damage than that, but that setup is fine. Yeah, and you gotta be careful doing that. You can't just do that at that range against Solange. She actually has a really fast forward advancing move. One theme in this game is that almost all attacks are minus. Plus frames are rare, but it's also very uncommon to have moves that are just completely safe as well. Like, most moves are the kind of thing to where they're barely punishable, or they're punishable but they push back, and so that's what makes it safe. But most things are just unsafe as fuck in this game, so keep that in mind. Like, that, honestly, that at jump-in might have been unsafe. No, jump-ins tend to be plus. But they only tend to be like +7 and stuff. Which is fine. 3-0, that is a mop. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed watching it. And if you did, please consider dropping a like or something. Or at least drop a dislike. Do something, you know. Gotta get that up. And I will see you guys next time. So, bye-bye.